lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert on the move to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Donald Parham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you get crossed around to go make the plays. We just sit there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5. First and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. The Chargers at 6-2 to start play. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss, and they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Herbert. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 23 yards to pick up there. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Herbert's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Anthony Schwartz for touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter, here's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll have to deal with a second and 14 now after the loss. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 40 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's caught inside the 35. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. The defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, Momentum, might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Justin Herbert pushes past him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Caught on the right side by Jones. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to roam. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA!
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. An inside give to Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way to the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On Play action. It's Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He finds Watson, complete. Touchdown! That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Herbert on 1st down now.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they're in a big fourth quarter hole. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A gain of 19 yards.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Packers 35. Pat O'Donnell is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 4th down, Herbert. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off an autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Caught by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
17 more yards.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made.